Bullet journals. Let's talk about them. I don't know if this applies to you, but in my experience, maladaptive daydreamers seem to have a problem with prioritizing things over their daydreaming habit, with paying attention to things, with forgetfulness, etc. and so on. So I tried bullet journaling. I've actually tried it a few times. I've had a couple different journals. The one I have on hand today is just this simple dotted journal that I picked up at Walmart, I think. I'm not even sure. And the good thing about bullet journaling is that it is a system, not a product. Although if you look it up and find the official website, they do also sell official products. And if you don't already know, bullet journaling is a method to help you map out tasks and goals and prioritize them day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year. It is an analog system, but they do have an app. I've never used the app, so we are only talking about the analog in this video. Just to give you a brief rundown, you have your future log, which is every month all laid out. Then your months get a page, at a glance, tasks, and then tasks for your individual days. And if you need to fill out random stuff, you just add it into your table of contents for quick reference. So the open format allows for you to add pages dedicated to habit tracking. Like I said, I've done it a few times, which probably foreshadows that I have had some issues with it. The main issue being that I lose them all the time. I have tried a pocket size and the more standard big size, hoping that one or the other I would be less likely to lose, but that is not the case. I lose them equally. I've tried keeping it in a dedicated space. I have tried carrying it with me all the time. I am just that absent-minded. So what happens is I'll be going strong for a few days, maybe even a few weeks, and then it's gone for 3 months and I have no idea where it is, and then I find it on a shelf in the basement, which is where I found this one and what prompted the video. The second issue I have with it, which might be unique to me, I'm not sure, is that a lot of my months and days just kind of look like this. They're very blank and not filled out. And taking a glance at that, it just feels bad, man. It's not that I'm not filling it out. It's that I don't have anything to write on it, or don't feel like I have anything to write on it. I'm not really sure what the problem is. Maybe it's a me problem. Despite that, I do recommend bullet journals. Yes, get one, try it out. Perhaps modify the system so that when you're looking at the pages, if you haven't had a lot to write down, you don't get a little depressed, like, what am I doing with my life? They're very versatile. And if you are as forgetful as me and you keep losing them, the system is laid out so that it's really easy to jump back into it. And when you are using them, they do work as advertised. It is a great system, in my opinion, and could be really helpful to a lot of people, a lot of maladaptive daydreamers, as a system to help them prioritize their real tasks over their imagination, and to help remind them of what they need to do. If you are absent-minded and have trouble focusing, if you happen to have your journal on you, you can write it down right away before you inevitably forget. The habit trackers are especially useful for maladaptive daydreaming. You can log time spent, moods, triggers, and if you want to take a more active role and use the journal to maybe aid in recovery, you can also track things like alternative responses to daydreaming, what you're doing as far as curbing the habit goes. So 10 of 10, despite all the issues I have using it, I do recommend, and having heard myself talk out loud about this for a while, I'm starting to think that maybe I should give the app a try. If I do, I'll try to make a supplementary video to this reviewing it.